Hey guys, Tarzan here with Rose. So we're going to coach him on his recent Graves game. So feel free to introduce yourself, Rose.
Hey, name's Rose, Challenger Season 8. Didn't play Season 9, looking to get back into high elo this season.
Sounds good. Sorry, I think I forgot to share a screen real quick.
That's fine.
Alright, you can see my screen, right?
Yes.
So I noticed you want Halo Blades this game. Is there a reason for that?
I was testing it to see like how the newer Halo Blades has been. I haven't played it as much as I played the like Fleet and Resolve secondary runes. I knew I was going to be dueling Karthus a lot early, and I just kind of wanted to limit test it.
Yeah, so Halo Blades is basically the lethality early game version of how people take Phase Rush instead of Fleet now. That's like the early game version of Fleet, and Dark Harvest like the scaling version of Fleet, and then you have Phase Rush is like the early game version. So Hellblade is better early game, but I think in this specific matchup, I think maybe Phase Rush would be a bit better. I prefer Phase Rush, but HOB also isn't that bad right now. Still a bit clunky, but
I've tried a little bit of phase rush, and it's a little bit awkward, especially with some of the sorcery tree is like really strange to like operate on as like a full thing. But I think it's good. I just don't have like experience on it yet.
yeah, I agree with that. I've actually started replacing Celerity with Adaptive Force. I think it's a bit better. But yeah,
Yeah, I do too. I mean, it's something that's been around for a while. Like Cigar has been running it for a long time.
yeah.
So
Interesting to see him actually be right on something with Greaves. Anyways, so where does this game go wrong? I know you're playing like really lower MMR, but
in this game it goes wrong about mid game. I have like a lead early, and then I just don't capitalize on it. I die in some fights that I shouldn't, and I just don't push as hard as I can.
so I'm assuming you're gonna go to this Gromp here. It's good.
Yes.
Is this something you picked up on your own, or you just watching me play? Oh, you also swap, really nice. Yep.
Yeah, it's something that I've seen you do. It's something I've seen like just over time, specifically for Karthus.
Pretty gold blue. That's good. How much ping do you play on again?
Somewhere between 30 and 80. It fluctuates.
It's good though. You know how to punish. Basically, like if you're playing Greaves in the Karthus, you have to punish early game. Either start his red when he's starting blue side, or just do what you did. Basically, fight him at his Gromp if you know he's starting blue as well. So
Yeah, he makes some pretty big mistakes. You'll see.
looking forward to it. This guy sees you. We're walking down mid. So he knows you're coming, and I think their top's kind of getting out traded.
I saw that Wukong was low, so I thought that this was fightable. And I didn't think he had smite up, so instead of smiting it, I just autoed it.
I even smited the Raptor. I mean, so far, so good. That's like the perfect early game. Nothing I can
Yeah,
mechanically comment on. You smited the Raptor for HP. You know, his smite wasn't up the same time as yours, basically, a few seconds earlier, but.
mhm. Yeah, so it's like any like real game, like on form, it would just be over at this point. Like this would have been an open in like a high elo game. But
Alright. Nothing really to comment on so far. I'm assuming if you're resetting, you're just going to attack bot side and play off his blue side respawns as well. Is that your goal? Okay. Level 2 still. Bot lane's freezing or slow pushing now.
I was just gonna like walk up to the crab, but since like their volume was there, I just waited a
Yeah.
few
Wait for
seconds.
them to shun lane. You also break the ward. That's pretty good. Good patience. Should level 5 off this. And you know, his Gromp's up, but their bot lane potentially can move first. Wow. He's still level 2.
Yeah, he's so far behind. Like game should not have even been a contest.
I think you could wait in this brush, but it's still like 50-50 if he's just like reset or not. But I think starting a Gromp is a more consistent way of getting yourself ahead instead of like forcing a potential 1v4. So
yeah, that was my like exact reasoning. I didn't want to risk fighting their bot lane as well.
yeah, it's like the more consistent play. High risk, high reward versus low risk, decent reward. Well, basically no risk at all, actually.
Yeah, I checked their bot lane and they weren't diveable, so I figured this was free too. And then I think it's a reset in the like top side camps. I'm not sure.
Oh yeah, you're pretty far off warrior. So Krug is like 150 gold or so. So you'd be off like a couple hundred. Either that or actually could probably just full clear top side here, get warrior, get level 6 and run bot maybe. I think that's like your other option. I typically like having warrior gold if my camps are up. If it's up, I just go for the full clear. So that's like one thing potentially comment on right now so far. Why does it always do this?
Makes sense.
Why is my thing so... Okay. So I can barely type, my fingers kinda still injured. So I mean, Graves is a scaling champ. Once you have like your warrior, it kind of gets, it only gets worse, and then gets a bit better once you have like a couple extra items finished, right? So once you have warriors, like the strongest will be the entire game, I'd say, based off personal experience. So it's always nice to get back on the map with it. So like you're just missing 500 gold for like 35 extra AD. So,
yeah, that makes sense.
So it's just always nicer if you have the camps up, just finish your warrior.
Okay.
And also, like, while you're, like, resetting, walking from base, those camps are also going to be respawning, so you're being more efficient. It's, like, something I always see not many people do.
Right, I just thought that it was better because they were still, like, level 1. And, yeah, I see how, like, this timing gets all messed up, though. That's really bad.
I can understand, like, the scaling rubber band portion, but when you're playing for the gold, it's a bit different of a concept, because now you just reset again. You would have been, like, right now, you'd have been probably a lot further.
That's a lot of time wasted. It's really inefficient.
It's okay. Learning process. Blue buff's up, your red's up. Have priority mid. Not really sure what the play here is. Trying to gank bot.
I'm not sure what it was. I think it was invade on blue timer.
Okay.
Oh,
Jesus.
I'm real good at the video game.
Let me tell you how I would play this invade. So you basically just walk from shop, walk down lane, walk here to sweep nowhere, then walk to their blue. What I would do is just walk to my red and then blast Kun over E over the wall and then go to his blue side on the way, maybe take crab for level 7. Pretty sure. I think red into crab will give you really close to 7, but
I believe I was just hovering bot because I thought they might like engage on the Kate because Alistar died a second like earlier or something, but I'm not sure.
The way I see it is in solo, you always want to play to get yourself ahead. You're not playing for it what ifs, you know? You want to play off like your consistent, reliable income of getting yourself ahead and then looking for a minor lead or butterfly effect and snowball from that. That's how I want to play Graves. I don't want to play with like, okay, if their jungler's here, we kill them. But if he's not here, I just wasted 30 seconds of my time that I could have spent potentially doing Rift or just clearing my important camps, you know?
Yeah, like invading for those wolves is like a really big waste of time because they should have just been gone.
Right, and now you could be on the map with red buff, have like way better gank options, and your red is not being refreshed. So
yeah, certainly, I agree.
Definitely something. Why does it keep doing this? What's happening? Anyways. So always, like, if you want to play off this, I'd say always get the extra combat power and then look for something else. So these camps don't really do much. They're not going to give you level 7 or give you, like, they're not fast enough. Not the camps you want to do, like, to get to your levels. These are the 2 best camps to do, or like crabs, right? They're so much faster to do. So I would just do red. If the invade plays here, just a scuttle crab plays there, I just rotate top side, maybe invade his red. Go from there. These 2 camps were not necessary to take because there's really no level up that's going to be taken from them very fast at all. Wow. Someone's got a smoke screen kill.
Yeah, I was kind of sad when Talon did whatever that was. It was kind of funny, not gonna lie.
Yeah. I think I coached you, was it like a month ago? I think you have like good rift timers. If everything goes right, I think you start rift here, no?
I believe so.
But you shot on the ward, which is unfortunate. Okay, now you're spotted, so it's a bit... Yeah, I'm pretty sure you would go for rift here, which is the right play. You have top push in the jungler's reset, he just flashed.
Yeah, like I know all of Karthus's camps are down, so he's going to be on the other side of the map regardless. It's just a matter of solo lanes rotating. And they hadn't like shown any evidence of doing so.
Alright, and there's no cross map play or objective. He can't really invade you, he's really behind. And the only play is like he can go for like the bot lane. I can't really see what you're like communicating if you're gonna spam ping like the enemy jungler from your bot side. But that should be probably be dealt with.
Yeah.
Because he's actually gonna look to gank bot, I guess. Yeah, so this should be like spam ping or type that Karthus is only bot side or something, doing his bot side camp. This is like, I don't know, it's like gold or something. You're paying like piss low, so.
Yeah, it's just like some low plat game or something.
Alright. I would like to see you...
Here I was playing off something specific. I figured Wukong was gonna TP back. And like, he just should lose the game off of that.
Yeah, it's... I mean, you should understand, it's not preferable to drop Rift before it's like half. Turret is half, right? Because the last 2 plates are really hard to hit.
Yeah, you want to drop it at the like 2.5k.
Yeah, but since you're so fed and set's not bad hitting towers either, it's pretty fast. But in theory, if you're playing like different champ, I'm not sure why not doing crab here. And then your blue side camps are also up.
Yeah, I'm not sure. How much gold did I have? I think it was only like...
So like 1.5k, 2k.
So I think you're right though. Like
I think you just do crab into these 2 camps, blue spawns, do that, reset, run to Drake, because there's no way they can ever do Drake with like the pressure bottom. Just get yourself more ahead.
You're I think I might have been baited by Dragon spawn, but I agree with you.
Games like these, it's like I don't think the solo con is even like a factor. You guys are just so ahead. It's just if you get yourself even more ahead, what are they gonna do? You know, Karthus is like scaling jungler, right? Echo scaling champ. Wukong's a bit broken, but he's also behind, and their bot's getting... They're losing as well, so... I say 100% just play for these 4 camps, get yourself like an extra 500 gold, extra level, and then run to the Drake whenever.
I definitely agree. I think I just got baited by the Drake spawn. Well.
If games are like more even, I'd say yeah, go for the Drake, but when they can like actually never actively contest Drake, you don't have to. Just get yourself more ahead. Like, why are you doing these 4 camps? What's Karthus doing? Raptors? Like... Look how slow he's clearing right now because he's so behind compared to you. And now we're like kind of prioritizing the lesser camps. I guess you're gonna rotate towards top, so that's fine. But in theory, you want to get these camps off first and then do these later, like the less priority camps. Because we want these camps to be recycled. And Crab's is still up for like a minute over now. I feel like you're sieging when not necessary. Their comp has like 0 engage. It's only Sivir R and like, you know, Thresh. And like your bot lane's pretty hard to kill as well. So I feel like you're playing the game like as like a competitive game, right? You want to put pressure, drop wards, clear wards, but this is solo. You can just farm whenever you want. You don't have to actually siege with your team when you know they can't actively die unless they're actually goofing. So these camps have been up for like over a minute now. By now, if you like cleared these camps when they were up with the crab, remember that they would have been
respawned.
Exactly.
Already.
And that's how I get level leads on many people, because I can just rinse and recycle my camps. And if they don't do the same thing, they're like, with Karthus holding mid with his team, I just get level leads and gold leads and just take over the game on my own.
Yeah, I see. I definitely agree.
The
Major ways.
the rinse and recycle aspect of jungling is like one of the most important things if you want to actually 1v9 games. Because I mean, you're playing pretty well so far, but you're not.
Perfect.
Yeah, and you're not as over leveled as you should or could be.
Mhm.
It's like we walked all the way top to get the tower like 70%, you know? Like.
Yeah, all I got was like Krug camp out of it.
Exactly. Pretty sure you
This champ is
actually
balanced.
die here, yeah. Just have
Well, I
it
don't
too.
die, but
Close.
yeah, closer than I should have been.
0-1 Wukong. 1v1ing a 3-0 Graves. What's new? Yeah,
Well, at least I get the camps finally.
why does it keep doing this? I'm just gonna move. Whatever. I'll just pause every time. So blue side camps are like, you know, later into the game, like mid game Krugs are like the best XP goal, but they take the most time to do, right? So if you have like nothing to do on scaling champs like Karthus Graves, you always do Krugs, right? But at this stage when it's like still like mid game and you pretty much one shot Gromp and blue or Gromp and wolves, it's just better to get those out of the way and like play afterwards. If there's nothing else to do, then you can like walk towards your right side and do Krugs and Raptors. But if you're just rinse and recycling, it's just like if you don't know what you should be doing, just rinse and recycle your camps. Basically, you don't have to always group with your team if there's no objectives up. Basically,
Yeah, it's not an excuse, but like kind of on topic. Do you know what the XP difference between a level 1 Gromp and like a level 3 Gromp is?
pretty sure it gets level 4. I don't think can camps be level 3.
They only like go odd level
Oh,
1
well,
3 5 7. Either way, it's literally a 1 XP difference. Like
yeah, it's pretty negligible, and level 4 Gromp does way more damage than level 1, but
yeah,
even
that's why
then,
counter jungling is like so effective because it's so much easier to take faster.
right. And also the fact that once you're doing level 4 Gromp, like it's just gonna become higher and higher level, right? So has its pros and cons for sure. So I mean, your Grizz mechanics are good, but
I can land smoke screens now that I'm on this server.
yeah,
Not
notice that.
you.
I think you're playing too selfless. Like if I was in this game, I'd probably like 150 CS by now. Same KD.
Here I just troll.
Yeah, it's not the best. You kind of went hard with like 1500 gold turn in. Have we actually done these camps in the last like 5 minutes?
No, it's pretty bad. Gotta say.
Was this the issue you had last time I fished? I don't think so. Actually,
No, it was different.
but did you like improve on those weaknesses, you think?
Yeah, I feel like I have, and I've gotten the pathing back up better.
That's good.
But
Yeah,
I
like
feel
I
like the
said.
problems in this game are mostly like fight based, aside from like these like lack of clear, not being as far ahead. Because like Echo just one shots me like on cooldown.
Yeah, this game you probably need a Hex Shrinker. Echo is pretty disgusting.
I think I get Edge of Night next or something, but Hex Drinker would have been amazing.
Yeah, Hex Shrinker was really good into that team. I like to see like drop a pink here maybe in case they won't actually contest, but they're like their sides are getting hard pressure, so they won't. But in theory, just drop an
I
extra.
thought that they would have just like lost the fight if they were trying to contest it or something.
Yeah, you never know. They're like in any MMR, people they'll just contest objectives they shouldn't be able to contest, right? So if you are playing for the Drake, then I guess you want to use your ping for this, which is fine.
Yeah.
So when does it go south? Soon.
It's never like really thrown. It's just like I should do
Potential
better.
throw, right? Is it like a mechanical misplay or just like bad macro, bad decision making?
It's like a, well, probably definitely a bit of like bad macro because like I'm super far off point, but like most of the problem is just like I die in fights that I probably really shouldn't.
So like still our red buff is up. It's like the most important tool for Graves because the champ has like no way of actually gap closing. I mean, like he has his dash, his W, but in theory, like those are really easy to escape. So I
Yeah,
feel like you should always
the
get your
slows.
right. If you see the amount of time we wasted like chasing the Wukong here, if we just did red before Drake, I think it was up. Pretty sure it was up. You didn't like have
Yeah,
to run
for
there. I
sure.
mean, this is just like this is a solo queue play going to red. This is a competitive play going to Drake, right? You're playing solo queue. You want to make sure you're playing for the aftermath as well of like the Drake. So your team's not going to reset. People get Baron and don't reset. They're not going to reset after Drake. So I always go for the aftermath. Just grab this as fast as possible. Have it respawn earlier and yeah, be able to do way more on the siege and get the extra regen as well. You'd be full HP on sieges.
I probably could have taken it like on the way to Drake and then just
Yeah, pretty much.
Drake.
So I think I want to see you play a lot more selfish and less selfless. I mean, you're playing the Fog of War pretty nice.
Yeah.
You don't see that for many people. Probably dead here though. Close.
If I have like the gold that I should at this point, she just,
Yeah, and
well,
the
we at
levels
least
as
trade.
well.
Yeah. I don't think I need red smite this game, right?
It would be better against Wukong Echo, but for the rest, it doesn't really matter. I think blue's nice in the Karthus. Karthus has like no way of escaping, so it helps your teammates as well.
Right.
But I'm not really a fan of the Greaves. I go Tabai this game. Tabai like with like Hex Drinker. I'm not. I don't know. I'm just like really biased towards Greaves on Greaves. I don't think if you ever need attack speed, they're pretty good. They're cheap, a lot of attack speed, but in theory, I feel like if you just have that extra like durability, you can just always get more auto attacks rather than like faster DPS, right?
Yeah, that's fair. Like if I'm snowballing and I don't have like alacrity or anything like that, then I usually opt for them if I'm ahead. But I definitely agree that like the defensive capabilities of boots are just OP.
Yeah, if you have a front line, which I guess you do this game, you have Set, you have Alistar, you have Talon going into their back line, it's easier to get DPS off. You'll probably do more damage in the long run, but in some games you have to do everything on your own, right? You have to like tank your damage, dodge spells, do everything on your own, and Grease doesn't really give you that option of surviving as long as possible.
Especially if I have to like actually 1v9, but thankfully my teammates are playing the game because this is pretty sloppy.
Yeah, I like to see you push top after getting crab, maybe. Push crab towards top, push top. Let's see, does he do it? Looking for a pick? Okay, that works as well. If we are fighting, that's the right play. If we're not fighting, we just push top there.
And here the entire time I was like, yeah, I need to like back up because like Karthus will one-shot me if I take any more damage. Like he just has to press R. And then Wukong just does damage. Yeah, I shouldn't be anywhere near them at this point.
Yeah, not the best fight.
Oh, I actually didn't die from that. But this is so bad.
Oh.
I remember this.
Could be worse. Wasn't that bad, but
It can't get much
really,
worse.
he's
It's pretty bad.
Weak. Yeah. Worked out. That's what matters.
I don't know. Maybe Graves just needs more buffs, honestly.
Maybe. More buffs, he'll be perm banned.
It's so true.
I think he's good in some games, bad in some. Like this game don't have that much hard CC, and they're pretty squishy, so it's pretty strong. But he also snowballed pretty hard early.
Yeah, like any of the meta champions in jungle probably would have just like done the job a better.
So at this stage, maybe play for a pick. Since you're playing lethality Graves, you're basically an assassin, which I guess you are going for a pick. Nice. I think that's insta Baron. That spawns in 20. I don't know why. We have mid pushed in. Top and our sides look bad, but like out of this MMR, if the enemy jungler is dead, they're not even going to contest. I think, and their AC was pretty low as well. He had red buff regen, but.
So you think Baron is better?
I didn't realize. Sorry,
Soul?
that's Soul. No, Soul's better.
Oh, okay.
I thought it was
Okay,
Drake. Forgot you got Drake pretty
Soul
early. Yeah, Soul's 100% better. But Cloud is like, meh.
Yeah, I think I said I was like thinking to do both, and like I saved Smite just for it.
At this stage, 22 minutes, you can only pick one. Death timers are really low.
Yeah, I just thought we were so far ahead that like it didn't matter.
Yes. If you're this terrible, I guess it can work. Yeah, but we have like a lot of gold. Everyone has like 800 plus gold.
That's fair. Yeah, this is kind of greedy.
Yeah, Sigur's dead. I guess it worked out. Oh.
Oh, I lost it. Oh, I'm insane.
A bit unlucky.
I'm like LCS ready. Let's go.
I mean, I think going for the Baron is already excessive. I think just reset. Doesn't really matter though.
At least we did get 2 picks, so like should be free siege.
Yeah, just remember when you're picking Graves, everything outscales, you're not ranges you, so you can't really afford to get outscaled or lose Barons or Elders.
Yeah.
I mean, they don't even have to engage, you can just use Echo Wave Clear. Yeah, I don't know. I just rock top here. Actually, no. Tower's dead. It's just, it was a long overdue reset. Like, look at the gold counts. 1k, 2k. Drake reset or Baron. Run to Drake. One or the other. Smite. Okay. Nice.
So I think I die here for a really dumb reason. Like, I didn't realize that my teammate took the blast plant. Oh, okay, well, that wasn't this game, I guess, but like, that happened like twice. Where I just assume the plant is up.
You should always hold your E if you're really like, if you're going for a high risk high reward invade, or like everyone's resetting, their camps are coming up, you just want to hold your E.
Yeah, like, I realized that like after, but it happens like twice at some point, and I just feel so dumb. Like,
I feel
it's
you.
like, oh, this was so easy. But
sometimes I invade as a lazy, use my cocoon on the ground, and then their team is there, so I just die. It happens. Just don't use your escape offensively if you're in a bad spot, basically. Okay. Yuma's Duskblade, Edge of Night. Now this game you 100% need a Hex Drinker. Even though Karthus and Echo are pretty weak.
yeah, it's like free and it's insurance.
Yeah, even though you have MR runes, like it's not enough. 55 MR is not enough.
Yeah, plus you get so much sustain from Maw too. Like, it's definitely the play.
I mean, Maw isn't the best item itself. Just having the like Hex Drinker early is good, and then if you actually need the Maw. And I guess this game they're pretty weak, so I think you just hold on to Hex Drinker for a bit. After you become actual problems.
It before like 3rd item.
Honestly, this game I would have gone into Warrior into Hex Drinker and then finished these 2 items. I like playing super frontline heavy, so.
Right.
If I only had 1100, I'd buy the Dirk, obviously, but if I had like 1300, 1400, I'd buy Hex Drinker. That's how I see it.
How does this game last so long?
Another Baron, actually. All-Star goes in. Wow. No one item Echo almost one-shot you.
Yeah. Wukong invises through like half of the lane.
I'm gonna be honest with you, like, this is like 90% because of your boots. If you have Merc or Tabai, one or the other,
for sure.
You would not be this low in fights. Greaves are just pointless.
Yeah, I agree.
So I mean, you're like level 15, I think, and then that guy shit ton of damage.
I should be like 5 levels up on him after that start, like.
Yeah. That's probably like the biggest thing I learned from watching this. We have to rinse and recycle our blue side camps, get our red buff before we want to look for plays, and don't rush dragons unless we actually have to and they're under pressure. Enemy teams like, I don't know, putting a lot of, like their generals putting a lot of emphasis on Drakes like Nunu or something, a Nunu player that just runs to every objective off spawn. But like these players, like their lanes are pushing, they're actually responding to lanes being pushed in. So I think it was fine to like just farm your camps while you get better income and get stretch your lead even higher or bigger.
Yeah, I think so too.
You just learn to play a bit more selfish, I'd say. It's solo queue. Like, you don't have to play for the team at all, play for yourself, because you obviously know how to play the champion. But you're giving your teammates too much leverage and too much pressure.
Most of my like experience in League in the past year has been like watching competitive games and like competitive like coaching and stuff, which hasn't been the greatest, but like, hey, it's fun.
Yeah, I think just play for yourself. Your champion isn't the best ganker, not the best pressure dropper or pressure. What's the word? Pressure enabler, I guess. So just play for yourself. Keep invading the way like if you know how to invade in this matchup, I mean that's really a key thing to have as Graves because you have to know when like what matchups you should level to invade and such, when to invade, etc. Because in this matchup, if you don't invade Karthus, it's pretty rough. If you just get the full clear for free.
Yeah.
4.5 bigger.
So you said Dark Harvest was probably better than this game, or Phase Rush? Phase Rush
Well,
is what you said, I think.
If it really depends on your play, so like what your goal is. I think if you're gonna level 2 invade this play, I think Phase Rush is always best because you can actually stay on them. Hell Blades is better into melees in my opinion, and they only have like 2.5 melees if you consider Thrush a melee. If there's
like natively, I'm like a fleet player, so I think Phase Rush is kind of like up there. I just have to get used to it.
I'd say try Adaptive Force. It'll feel a lot better than Celerity's. I tried Celerity's, it's not that good, but yeah. I'd say if this is like, I don't know, a Nocturne Kha'Zix, I want Phase Rush. Actually, sorry, I want a Hell Blaze. If this is like a Karthus, any range champion, I want Phase Rush, can actually stick onto them. But you still killed him because you caught him off guard. He didn't expect it. I mean, you even swept this. They don't even word this in Challenger. They're not going to word in this MMR, so. Yeah, just find like a fine balance between what you prefer. But I think all of the keystones are pretty viable. But I've had good success with Phase Rush recently.
Yeah, I've only tried it like one game, and it was really awkward. But it's just because it was like first time. Yeah. I feel like this should have went a lot better, but I actually don't really think there was much that I could have done better on this.
No, you did your job. You executed Baron. You guys have Elder. You got wiped.
Yeah, Talon was in like mid lane for some reason, and there were just like 4 of them on the Baron with us.
You're just not as like, you're getting hard focused by their team, and you're not as tanky as you could or should be based off the items you built. Yeah,
like I should have been full build like 8 minutes ago, and I should have better boots.
Yeah, tab by Hex Drinker, I'd say. Against comps like these have a lot of mixed damage. Double AP, double AD. Is this for Death Dance?
Yeah. Yeah, I've been trying Death Dance on lethality.
Yeah, it's not
I think
bad.
it's kind of like weird, I don't know.
It's not good, but it's not bad.
Yeah. I think Hex Drinker would have just been better.
100%.
Team ends game, so
yeah. GG. Alright, not bad at all. So we went over most of the stuff, but just TLDR. The videos will be on YouTube if you ever want to watch it again, but 1, play more selfish, get your camps. Okay, 2. No sleep. Sorry.
That's fine.
Cars are annoying. Play offense when your priority caps before looking for. This is. I talk about this like 10 minutes the whole session. This is like by far the most important one. So I had an asterisk there. It says that's like probably the top 3, right?
Yeah, I think so. Not in order, but yeah.
Send that to. Move this here actually. Looks better. That is mostly it. Is there anything else you want to go over, or any questions for me?
Not like pertaining to this session. I was wondering if you've watched any like competitive like league in the past like few months.
Yeah, I watched it pretty consistently.
What regions are your favorite?
LCK, obviously.
LCK. Which
Watch
is your favorite
FCS.
LCK team?
I've liked Gen G the split.
You think so? Hmm.
Yeah,
I
Clid's
like them
on
too.
Gen G, right?
Yeah,
Ruler,
Clid's on Gen G
Clid.
now.
I don't know. I just like Ruler's playstyle. He's nice to watch.
Yeah.
Who do you like? What's your favorite team?
SKT in Korea is mine. Like Cuz, I think is really good,
Yeah,
especially
that
on like
guy's.
the farming
I
jungles.
think he's the best jungle in the world, honestly, in solo queue.
But you think
After
he's
me.
better than Tarzan now? Like
Yeah, for sure.
that's not an ego shot. I just think like Tarzan is like, at least last year he was like so good.
I think Tarzan's kind of overrated. I think Cuz has always been really like under the radar good.
Hmm,
I haven't played against
interesting.
Cuz, but I played against Tarzan. I don't know if it was like a odd or bad game for him, but I've like watched him play as well. I don't know. I don't think he's that much of a standout, but he is obviously one of the better junglers in the world. Just I think Cuz is on a different level.
Interesting.
I think Clid is okay.
Okay. Well, yeah, no, that's pretty much it. I was just wondering that.
All right, well, let me know how that goes for you. If you have any other questions between now and whenever, just feel free to ask. Always glad to help.
Okay. Thank you.
All right, man. Have a good one. Thank you.
You too. See
Take
you.
care. See ya.